Hiya folks, welcome to the show, and we are back with more of the Owl House, as today we're watching Season 2, Episode 6, Hunting Palismen. So when we last left off, some stuff happened, and I am so excited and simultaneously nervous to see what happens next, because there is no going back from here, and I can't imagine what must be going through Luce's head right now. However, today isn't a Lumity episode, as we're going to be focusing on Luce and Golden Guard, who, yes, I know reveals his face in this episode because it wouldn't be a Gladding Gladiator reaction without Twitter spoiling the whole thing, though I'm sure that won't affect my enjoyment too much. If you happen to be new around here, feel free to subscribe. I can guarantee that you might not regret it. Alright, that's all I have to say, so let's jump right in. Okay, here we go. Season 2, Episode 6, Hunting Palismen. In 3, 2, 1. The Coven Leaders, the Coven Leaders.
The day of unity approaches, where we'll celebrate the purification of magic under the Coven system.
They're in on this. I thought they were going to be good. Oh no, King's dad is waking up. Our realms. Our realms, because you are Philip Witterbone. Ooh, is Kikimora a little jealous? Well, that was interesting.
Uncle, let me help. We can make more palismen.
Uncle! You can't just drop something like that on us! Not even past the opening title sequence, and I already have so many questions! Oh, they've already changed her! I know there's plot stuff going on right now, but how is Luce feeling after that? I want to know! And I've got a feeling that we're about to find out. Yeah.
Hey, knucklehead. You're gonna be late for school. Alright, I guess you won't be getting a magic staff with your classmates.
Come on, Ito, we gotta fly.
There we go.
Shouldn't Amity be here? Oh, sorry, Luce. I heard she stayed home today.
Oh, that actually makes sense.
This is a crucial step in your magical development.
Funny!
In my case.
Alright, so we're just revealing everything in this episode. Good to know!
Now I've teamed up with Bumpy Poo.
Never call me that.
Palismen Adoption Day.
Oh.
I want my own palisman, not some trashy hand-me-down. You're lost. I want to be strong and wise to protect everyone I love. And if anyone gets in my way, they'll feel the sting of defeat.
Tenacious. Clover gives her support.
Oh.
Oh my gosh! I'm gonna take such good care of you.
I love this already.
I want to open my own veterinary clinic for mythical pets.
Oh.
I'll become an ambassador to the human realm and reestablish contact with the giraffes.
Yes. This is so.
I want to be a witch.
What do you hope to accomplish with your magic?
Oh, get home to my mom?
Would you still train to be a witch in the human realm?
Can you even do magic there? Huh, I guess I never thought that far ahead.
You okay, Luce?
And I've read stories like this. The main character always has to return home, and what? Did I expect to be a witch back in Connecticut?
Oh.
Did you come here for me?
No, of course not. Come on, little dude. I'll take you back to your nest.
Alright, I'm not leaving here until I figure out what my future is and one of you becomes my palisman.
That's not a good idea.
To become a rugged bounty hunter. Nah, I'm too lovable. Oh,
Hmm.
hey, we're a little busy in here.
Oh, here we go.
Him again.
He's whistling the theme song.
You'll be locked in the dingiest cell of the conformatorium for the rest of your sad little life.
Yeah, she's already broken out.
I already broke out there like twice.
Say, how did you get back on the ship so fast?
Oh.
Cool.
It'll take more than that to thwart my mission.
How about that?
Kikimura, ma'am, we found the Palismen. They seem rattled but unharmed.
Excellent work, my pet. Now find the rest of him and have yourself a nice little snack. I'll call you soon.
Well.
This is the Golden Guard? It looks like he could be a student at Hexside. You are a bad person, and I do not like you. But Kikimura is trying to kill you, and unfortunately, I'm too nice to let that happen.
Golden Guard Redemption. Golden Guard Redemption.
Direct me to your communications room. I need to contact the castle immediately.
Cute. I didn't know kids your age were still into temporary tattoos.
Yeah, show us your badge number.
I am your superior, and I can prove it. Staff.
Come on, Golden Guard. Don't you know any, like, limitation spells? Are you powerless without this?
So Kikimura was after my catch.
Seems like neither of us want her to win right now. So, let's work together to take back those Palismen.
Then what? You think I'll just let you walk away with them?
Maybe you won't have a choice. I'm more formidable than you think.
A truce till then.
Truce! Too slow.
I bet they're gonna have an adorable friendship.
But it seems very similar to the elemental magic practiced in the Savage Ages.
Really?
Actually, not many people know this, but no. This stuff is restricted for a reason.
I don't care. You give us law right now.
You were right before. I'm a powerless witch. A lot of my ancestors were.
Because you're part human.
Friendly.
Because Bellows was the first human on the Boiling Isles. Bellows is Philip Witterbane.
Are you sure?
Just take it.
I'm not sure how I feel about this, because it's really cute, but I feel like the redemption, them getting a bit closer, is moving a bit too fast.
The Palismen. Here, make sure you share. Now stay in here, okay? We'll get you home safe and... I didn't think this through.
Big mistake, Luce.
You're just gonna hand all these innocent little guys over to Bellows? I know what he does with them.
My name is Hunter.
I know I got you.
No, you don't. Take her down.
Hey, good thingy. else will never stop surprising me.
Go on, Luce.
You found someone after all this time. Go then.
Ida!
I thought I'd find you here.
We could have used the door! What did you get into? How thoughtful?
It's Palismen wood, you ding-dong.
Now you can make your own Palismen.
Oh!
Isn't this super rare?
Let's just say that the Bonesboro Garden Club
Was robbed by us.
Don't know what to say.
No pressure, but whenever you know what you want, we'll start partying.
It's hard to picture my future without seeing my mom.
There's no rush. Just know that whatever you need from us, we got you.
Oh. Wait.
I know you can do better, Hunter.
The bird's going to Hunter.
You're alive? I mean, I heard about the crash in the Tissa.
Luckily, some travelers picked me up out of the wreckage, so I'm actually doing great. Looks like you had a rough night, though.
Oh.
I can't help it. If I just knew a little more. Huh? Palismen! Oh, sorry. You shouldn't be here. Oh, I was not expecting that.
I swear to God, if something happens to that bird. Oh, I really love that. I loved Golden Guard / Hunter's development, and I really loved Luce's story and how it expanded on this aspect of a character where she only lives in the present and doesn't give too much foresight into the future, which, has come back to bite her on more than one occasion, and especially now with things with Amity, there's a lot of things she has to decide, and oh, it's going to be such good character development, and I can't wait to see the rest of it unfold. Although, can we just talk about the beginning with the Day of Unity and all the Coven heads being there and all supporting Belos' plan, which I did not see coming. I did not see coming at all, so apparently the entire system of magic is just completely evil, so that's good to know. This was the first episode where I actually did get the sensation that we are close to the end, as that first scene, so much plot development happened in that first scene alone. And the ending was really sweet, with Ida and King finding loose some Palismen wood so that when she's finally ready and has made her decision, she can start carving out a road. Oh, that was just so wholesome. I loved it. That's pretty much all my initial reactions right now, so I'll see you in the review. Okay, so last review I decided to forego my usual episode recap format and just focus on the big picture stuff, which was not only much easier to write and edit, but I had a lot more fun making it, so this is the format we're most likely going to utilise from now on. When we last saw our neurodivergent bisexual protagonist, she was left stunned when Amity gave her a kiss on the cheek following a pseudo-love confession. But aside from a quick mention of Amity being absent from school, we don't get any more follow-up on that, as this episode takes us deep into Luce's psyche and explores an aspect of her character that has always been very prevalent, but I was shocked the series actually called attention to it. Luce never fully thinks through her choices and can be incredibly impulsive, and that's shown when she finally has to consider her future because she currently has two goals that contradict each other: becoming a witch and finding a way back to her mom. So when she doesn't receive a Palismen because of her lack of conviction and all her classmates start putting her on the spot, of course she'd have a nervous breakdown. And throughout the episode, we are shown both instances of Luce acting recklessly, which backfires, and her thinking through her choices more, which leads to success. And in the end, when Ida and King revealed they robbed the Bonesboro Gardening Club in order to obtain some wood for Luce to carve her own Palismen, which is possibly the most wholesome non-Luma puberty scene in the show so far, she finally decides to take some time and think about things. The conclusion of Luce's story is her realizing she can't make any more important decisions about her future without talking to her mom first, which is an incredibly mature action on her part. The other big player in this episode is Golden Guard / Hunter, who we learn is Belos's nephew, and I thought that would be the big mic drop reveal of the episode, but that was only the warm-up. As we later learn, he is a powerless witch. In fact, most of his family is, because they are half human on Belos's side. Speaking of Belos, another interesting tidbit is explored here, an event in which he was transformed into something monstrous via an unfortunate experience with wild magic. And if Belos was once Philip Witterbane, which he was, then what does that mean for Luz, someone who experiments exclusively with wild magic? Although Belos most likely wanted to control it, whereas Luz is only learning to hone it. Still, this does very much explain Belos's hatred of wild magic. This also gives us Hunter's true motivation and starts to expand on his character, learning he is not after power or control, but instead wants to find a way to help his uncle, who is quite clearly in a lot of pain. Ignoring the fact his uncle is a murderer who wants to conquer 2 worlds, that is kind of sweet. I'm so happy we finally got something more on this guy, and after this, I can easily understand why he's Dana Terrace's favourite character from Season 2. While I was at one point worried his change of heart would be rushed, in the end, it was handled perfectly with the expected betrayal but then a moment of vulnerability. And with him now having his own Palismen and Witch's staff, I'm very much curious to see where this goes. I just want more of these two not magically gifted nerds bonding. Oh, and Kikimora sucks. Just throw her into a fire. Moving on. Aside from a healthy dosage of character development, we also got some great new pieces of lore and continuations or references to ongoing story arcs. From minor stuff like touching on the favour Bat Queen owes Ida, which I hope is going to come into play in a big way and not get forgotten about in an attempt to rush out some kind of conclusion, because Disney executives are heartless monsters who deserve no sympathy. And big things like Hunter mentioning glyphs were the primary method of using magic in the Savage Ages, which is restricted information. Restricted because no one would know that unless they were actually there and could tell people. Also, we finally get sort of introduced to the Coven leaders, and they're a lot less good than I was expecting. Either they're all evil and they know what Belos's Day of Unity actually means, or he's lying to them and they are unknowingly helping him destroy 2 worlds. Is there anything I missed? Oh yeah, it's revealed Bump's hat is actually his Palismen, meaning we get to see his face for the first time, and he only has 1 eye. We better get some Bump backstory soon, because you just know this guy, as warm and caring as he is, has an absolutely badass past. Hunting Palismen was a great episode that added another layer to Luz and took Golden Guard and made him such a rich and well-developed character. Then added on some beautifully animated action scenes to boot. I'm not as in love with it as I have been for other episodes in the season so far, but I acknowledge how important this is for setting up a lot of future events and character development. And I mean, being a tier below episodes like Echoes of the Past and Keeping Up Appearances is nothing to sneer at. If you have any thoughts on this episode you'd like to reveal to the world, be sure to leave them down below, as I would love to discuss them with you. And remember to join me next time for Ida's Requiem, which I imagine is going to be a light-hearted, not at all emotionally devastating breather episode. Wow, only 18 episodes left to go now. And in 3 weeks, it'll be 15. That's a fun thought. Thanks so much for watching, folks, and I'll see you real soon.